like a stitch to my name. Never cared about warnings, never cared about blame. Walked through enough heat to burn the fear clean out of me. Every road I touched turned rough, but I kept moving free. I see men folk quit when the stakes got tight. Me, I stayed locked in, ready for the next hard fight. There's a line you cross once, then you can't turn back. I crossed a young, kept pushing down a long, dark track. Death don't scare cowboys like me. I've been close enough times to call it company. If it comes my way, let it find me standing tall. I ain't running, I ain't hiding, I'll answer the call. I made peace with danger, cause danger made space for me. Did things I won't brag on, but they set my spirit free. I don't look for trouble, but I don't move aside. If a man steps wrong, I meet him with that same hard pride. I live with choices that will break a softer spine. Never ask for mercy, never look for a sign. Some nights hit heavy, but I still stay sharp. I'm the kind keeps going even when the world turns dark. Death don't scare cowboys like me. I've been close enough times to call it company. If it comes my way, let it find me standing tall. I ain't running, I ain't hiding, I'll answer the call. I don't chase glory, don't chase a hero's name. I chase a steady breath after losing every game. Saw men sell out quick just to dodge a little pain. I chose the harder road, kept walking through the strain. My hands held anger, my hands held truth. Both shaped me tougher than I was in my youth. I'm built from moments no sane man wants, and I carry them quiet like Golden Pay wants. Death don't scare cowboys like me. I've been close enough times to call it company. If it come my way, let it find me standing tall. I ain't running, I ain't hiding, I'll answer the call. If tomorrow falls short, I won't lose my breath. I've been walking with danger, learning not to fear death. I fought for my ground when the world tried to take. I learned how to rise every time something break. I don't bow to pressure, don't fold under weight. I live with decisions that shape my fate. If the end shows up, it'll see no shame. Just a worn outlaw who stayed true to his name. Death don't scare cowboys like me. I've been close enough times to call it company. If it come my way, let it find me standing tall. I ain't running, I ain't hiding, I'll answer the call. I don't fear the silence, I don't fear the cost. I only fear quitting after every fight I lost. If the road ends soon, let it end on my terms, with my soul still burning from every lesson learned. Death don't scare cowboys like me. I stood too close too long to bow a plea. If it steps in front, I'll meet it like an equal. My story ain't perfect, but it's honest and lethal. So if this trail runs out, let it run out clean. I lived how I wanted, not how I was seen. Call me what you want, but I never broke free of me. And that's why death don't scare cowboys like me. I came up hard with no blueprint to follow, just trial and bruises I earned. I learned quick that quiet men get stepped on, and I refused to bend that far. Every mile I took was carved out with stubborn hands that shook from anger. I never looked for safety or comfort, I only hunted the next fight worth taking. People want me, I burn myself out chasing damage, but I kept chasing anyway. I figured if trouble called my name, I'd answer loud enough to shake the dirt. I walked into rooms knowing some folks prayed I'd slip, but I stayed on my feet. I'm not proud of every step, but I'm not ashamed either. They all belong to me. My roots bite back when the world tries to push me down. I stand my ground even when the cost hits deep. I got scars that remind me I don't fold under fire. I was shaped by the hits, not the praise. My roots and that's why I'm still here. There were nights I thought about slowing down, but peace never fit my skin. I'd sit still for a minute, then feel that opal telling me to keep moving. Lawmen tried to break me with warnings and threats, but I didn't flinch once. I wasn't built to bow or wait for someone else's green light to live. I took roads no one claimed because they were rough and unwelcoming. I trusted my instincts more than any handshake that felt hollow. Every choice I made came a weight, and I carried it without excuses. If I crossed a line, it was because I meant to, not because I tripped. My roots bite back when the world tries to push me down. I stand my ground, even when the cost is deep. I got scars that remind me I don't fold under fire. I was shaped by the hits, not the praise. My roots bite back, and that's why I'm still here. I walked out of places knowing someone wanted payback but couldn't reach me. Some tried to test me with loud threats, but I answered with calm certainty. I won't claim to be fearless, but I learned to live with fear like it's a neighbor. Nothing scares me more than losing the edge that kept me alive. I raised my voice when silence would've kept things cleaner, but that's not me. I've carried old grudges longer than I should, but letting go never felt right. If someone crossed me, I didn't wait around for fate to step in. I stepped first. What I earned came from pushing past every boundary put in front of me. My roots bite back when the world tries to push me down. I stand my ground, even when the cost is deep. I got scars that remind me I don't fold under fire. I was shaped by the hits, not the praise. My roots bite back, and that's why I'm still here. These days I'm still running, not from danger, but from going soft. I keep my pride sharp because dull pride gets a man stepped over. Where I'm headed doesn't matter as much as how I get there. I won't leave a trail for anyone to follow. I move quiet, but I move certain. Trouble still recognizes me when it sees me, and I don't hide my face. I earn my place by refusing to live small, no matter who got uncomfortable. I don't ask for forgiveness for the choices that kept me breathing. I walk forward knowing every mile behind me still pushes back. My roots bite back when the world tries to push me down. I stand my ground, even when the cost hits deep. I got scars that remind me I don't fold under fire. I was shaped by the hits, not the praise. My roots bite back, and that's why I'm still here. I never claim to be clean, only honest about the dirt I carry. I live with the weight because it built the backbone I trust. I stay true to the fire that molded me, not the voices that doubted. My roots bite back when the world tries to push me down. And I stand my ground, even when the cost is deep. Every mark I've taken is proof I won't bend for anyone. My story ain't perfect, but it's carved in steel. My roots bite back, and they always will. I walk on knowing I'll never be tamed. My name is loud wherever I go, and as long as I breathe, those roots will keep striking back. I've walked roads that don't want you. I've taken chances no sane man signs for. I've slept in places that felt like a dare. I've stood alone when things got loud. I've carried weight no one asked me to hold. I've learned that silence keeps score. I've burned bridges without looking back. I've kept moving because stopping hurts worse. I've lost count of the lines I crossed. I've stayed loyal only to the fire in my chest. Dust keeps secrets better than any friend. It covers the things I've done and the things I'll do again. I don't owe this world an excuse. I don't bend for rules that were never built for me. What stays buried stays mine, and I keep walking because truth follows fast. Oh, I've seen deals fall apart mid-hand. I've watched promises fade in real time. I've trusted faces that vanished when it counted. I made choices that cut deep but kept me alive. I stood my ground without backup. I pushed forward when fear tried to slow me. I've held steady because quitting feels worse. Just keep secrets better than any friend. It covers the things I've done and the things I do again. I don't owe this world an excuse. I don't bend for rules that were never built for me. What stays buried stays mine, and I keep walking because truth follows fast. I've walked in the storms without blinking. I've handled threats with steady breath. I stood eye to eye with men who meant harm. I've kept calm when things turned violent. I've walked away without asking forgiveness. I've learned that mercy is a rare currency. I've refused to bow even when pushed. I've spoken plainly even when it cost me. I've taken chances on nights that look final. I've survived because fear isn't welcome here. Just keep secrets better than any friend. It covers the things I've done and the things I'll do again. I don't owe this world an excuse. I don't bend for rules that were never built for me. What stays buried stays mine, and I keep walking because truth follows fast. I've walked paths marked by warnings. I've made choices that lock doors behind me. I've carried names that come with heat. I've stayed ready even in quiet hours. I've stared down nights that felt endless. I've kept my word when others folded. I've held firm when pressure climbed high. I've taken steps that changed everything. I've found strength in my own scars. I've learned that freedom isn't given, it's taken. Just keep secrets better than any friend. It covers the things I've done and the things I'll do again. I don't owe this world an excuse. I don't bend for rules that were never built for me. What stays buried stays mine, and I keep walking because truth follows fast. I don't ask for peace. I don't wait for mercy. I don't run from consequence. I deal with what comes. I'm built from choices I don't regret. I've stared down nights that felt endless. I've kept my word when others folded. I've held firm when pressure climbed high. I've taken steps that changed everything. I found strength in my own scars. I've learned that freedom isn't given, it's taken. Just keep secrets better than any friend. It covers the things I've done and the things I'll do again. I don't owe this world an excuse. I don't bend for rules that were never built for me. What stays buried stays mine, and I keep walking because truth follows fast. I don't ask for peace. I don't wait for mercy. I don't run from consequence. I deal with what comes. I'm built from choices I don't regret, and I keep on for rules that were never built for me. What stays buried stays mine alone. I walk forward, I stay sharp, I keep breathing on my own terms, and the dust holds what I leave behind. I came up hard on roads and never felt safe. I learned early that no one hands you a clean slate. I took hits that should've dropped me for good, but pain never had the grip folks think it does. I kept moving with scars I didn't ask for. I kept swinging when the world tried to shut the door. I don't owe this land a single excuse. I'm here because I refuse to lose. I'm storm-born and bullet tough, never folded when the nights got rough. I walk straight I ran long enough to know what pressure feels like. I've been cornered by men who wanted my life. I don't back down when they tighten the chain. I shake loose every weight they try to lay. Some days I felt the steel close in, but I always found a way to breathe again. I ain't perfect, but I stand with my truth. I fight hard until I break on through. I'm storm-born and bullet tough, never folded when the nights got rough. I walk straight into the things they fear. I hold my ground when trouble gets near. I'm storm-born and bullet tough. I don't break when the road gets cut. I rise up from the ash and dust. I'm storm-born and bullet tough. I don't chase peace, that won't stay. I make my own when I burn my way. I paid for every mile with sweat and grit. I stood firm even when the world spit. I walk through places where names don't mean much. Respect out there comes only from guts. I'm not scared of the weight of my past. I carry it strong, never looking back. I'm storm-born and bullet tough, never folded when the nights got rough. I walk straight into the things they fear. I hold my ground when trouble gets near. I'm storm-born and bullet tough. I don't break when the road gets cut. I rise up from the ash and dust. I'm storm-born and bullet tough. I've been pushed down by men with no heart. I've been hunted by ones who wanted me marred, but I stay sharp through every season. I move with fire and unshaken reason. Every line here comes from the dirt I'm known. Every choice made is mine alone. I'm done with running from another man's threat. I stand tall, no regret. I'm storm-born and bullet tough, never folded when the nights got rough. I walk straight into the things they fear. I hold my ground when trouble gets near. I'm storm-born and bullet tough. I don't break when the road gets cut. I rise up from the ash and dust. I'm storm-born and bullet tough. If the world wants war, I won't step back. If the line gets drawn, I'll stay on track. I've lived too long with my fists clenched tight. I'll keep swinging till I'm out of sight. I'm storm-born and bullet tough, no surrender when the ground gets rough. I push forward when the rest give up. I rise higher when the weight stacks up. I'm storm-born and bullet tough, my whole life built on standing up. I walk through fire and call their bluff. I'm storm-born and bullet tough. I don't fear the day they come for me. I've lived unchained, wild and free. If the end meets me out on some cut road, I'll face it steady, carrying my code. Storm-born, bullet tough. Spent years running into problems instead of dodging them. Didn't wait for calm days, I learned to move through storms. Every scar on me came from choices I knew were bad, but I kept pushing because stopping felt worse. I made peace with danger before I learned my own worth. I stay loyal to my path even when it cost me. The road never asked for anything except honesty, so I gave him my truth. Rough, unfiltered, unforgiving. I never planned to fit inside anyone's rules. I just wanted room to breathe without asking permission. I ride where fear ends, where doubt don't follow, where the weight on my chest finally feels lighter. Out past the noise, past the lines I broke long ago. That's where I stand, steady, unshaken, alive. I learned early that hesitation gets you hurt. Folks talk a lot about courage, but most don't know it. They want safety more than truth, and I never had the patience for soft hearts. Pressure was the only thing that sharpened me. I walked through threats past like they were just warnings. I held my ground even when I shook on the inside. Authority tried to box me in and I pushed back harder. I didn't come here to be like, I came here to stand on my own terms. I ride where fear ends, where doubt don't follow, where the weight on my chest finally feels lighter. Out past the noise, past the lines I broke long ago, that's where I stand, steady, unshaken, alive. Trouble followed me, but not because I chased it. I just refused to bow to anyone's demand. People whisper like they knew my story, but they never lived a day with my choices. I kept moving because stillness made me restless. I held my anger close, but I never hid from it. If someone crossed me, I answered straight, no delay. Violence wasn't pride, it was survival. Every victory came with a price I didn't regret. I ride where fear ends, where doubt don't follow, where the weight on my chest finally feels lighter. Out past the noise, past the lines I broke long ago, that's where I stand, steady, unshaken, alive. I walk with the kind of calm you earn from pain. I don't brag, I don't beg, I don't pretend. I just carry myself like someone who's lived enough. The law keeps trying to keep tabs on me, but they can't trace a man who doesn't sit still. I live by instinct, grit, and whatever it takes. If the world wants to judge me, let it. I sleep fine knowing I never surrendered. Every mile I travel reminds me who I am, a man who won't die crawling for mercy. I ride where fear ends, where doubt don't follow, where the weight on my chest finally feels lighter. Out past the noise, past the lines I broke long ago, that's where I stand, steady, unshaken, alive. Not looking for peace, I'm looking for truth. If that truth burns, I'll take the burn. If it leads me into danger, I'll walk straight. And my life's been tough, but at least it's been mine. I ride where fear ends, where doubt can't reach me, where the weight I carry finally falls behind. Out past the noise and the laws I never followed, that's where I breathe, steady, certain, unbreakable. I ride with nothing to hide and nothing knows. The road knows me and I know myself. If there's a final stop, I'll meet it standing tall, still moving forward, still free, still unafraid. I learned early that silence gets you stepped on, so I talk loud, move fast, stood firm. The rules never fit me, they closed in too tight. So I cut my own path and paid for it in scars. I never begged for mercy, I'd rather face the fallout. Every choice I made came with a price, I accepted. I stay sharp because soft men don't last here. I kept walking even when the way hit hard. I didn't wait for luck or blessings to find me. I carved my place with grit, pain, and stubborn will. Rebellion raised me right, kept my fire lit. Every wrong turn taught me how to stand tall. I never needed calm roads or clean hands. I survived cause I refused to bow. Rebellion raised me right, kept my soul unbroken. I pushed back on anyone who tried to tame me. I stayed fierce when the heat grew heavy. I made choices most folks fear to try. I guarded my pride like it was the last thing I own. I've walked into storms without thinking twice. I've held my ground when the crowd wanted me gone. Trouble never scared me, it felt like home. The hard days taught me how to breathe through pain. The dark hours showed me how to stand alone. I learned strength from every wound that didn't finish me. Rebellion raised me right, kept my fire lit. Every wrong turn taught me how to stand tall. I never needed calm roads or clean hands. I survived cause I refused to bow. Rebellion raised me right, kept my soul unbroken. I walk with caution but never with fear. I trust my instincts more than any promise. I've been called reckless by those who stay safe, but safety never gave me anything worth holding. I fought for every inch I claimed in this life. I've lost things I can't name, but I kept my pride. I stayed focused when lies tried to slow me down. I shook off the doubts people threw at me. I learned to move quiet when noise got loud. I kept rising even when the ground fell weak. Rebellion raised me right, kept my fire lit. Every wrong turn taught me how to stand tall. I never needed calm roads or clean hands. I survived cause I refused to bow. Rebellion raised me right, kept my soul unbroken. I'm built from grit, risk, and raw conviction. I don't run from heat, I use it to stay sharp. I've stood at crossroads with no good options left. I took the path that matched my truth, not comfort. I've stared down pressure until it backed off. I pushed through nights that tried to break me open. I found purpose in the chaos I chased. I earned my freedom by living loud and unfiltered. I won't trade this fire for a quiet life. I'd rather fall fighting than live boxed in. Rebellion raised me right, kept my fire lit. Every wrong turn taught me how to stand tall. I never needed calm roads or clean hands. I survived cause I refused to bow. Rebellion raised me right, kept my soul unbroken. I never claimed purity, just honesty. I walk with flaws, but I walk with truth. I'm not here to fit someone's idea of good. I'm here to live on my own terms until the end. Yeah. Rebellion raised me right, kept my fire lit. Every wrong turn taught me how to stand tall. I never needed calm roads or clean hands. I survived cause I refused to bow. Rebellion raised me right, kept my soul unbroken. So if the road gets rough, I stay steady. If the world pushes back, I push harder. This life didn't change me, it revealed what I've always been. I learned early that standing firm costs more than running. Took my hits and stayed upright even when I should've dropped. They pushed hard, tried to bend me, tried to make me fold. I kept breathing through the pressure, refused to bow. Every road I walked had a warning, but I moved straight through it. Nothing kept me still, not threats, not noise, not fear. I lived sharp, stayed ready, kept my hands steady. Did favors for nobody who thought they owned me. Never asked for mercy, never asked for room. If I was cornered, I carved my way out myself. My pride never pleased, not today, not ever. If the cost is high, I'll pay it without blinking. I keep walking forward, no backing down, no soft heart. This life is hard, but I hit back harder. They try to label me as trouble, like I didn't already know. I was built for pushback, sharpened by long nights. I held my ground when others froze, took blame that wasn't mine. Kept silent anyway. Power don't belong to the loud ones, it belongs to the unshaken. I learned that in tight rooms with no one to trust, my words stayed clean, even when my hands didn't. My stance stayed mine, never borrowed, never forced. I wasn't raised for comfort, I was shaped for resistance. I'm the one who stands still when everything else falls apart. My pride never pleased, not today, not ever. If the cost is high, I'll pay it without blinking. I keep walking forward, no backing down, no soft heart. This life is hard, but I hit back hard. I've been hunted by men who thought they were untouchable. They spoke tough but cracked when real pressure came. I stood face to face with losses, watched chances slip, but I kept rolling, never waited for comfort. The fire that drives me come from choices I wanna undo. Every scar reminds me I walked through things others avoided. Some say I should slow down, but slowing down kills you. I stay locked in, focused on staying ahead of my past. I don't trust peace, it feels too temporary. Struggle is honest, that's why I stay close to it. My pride never pleased, not today, not ever. If the cost is high, I'll pay it without blinking. I keep walking forward, no backing down, no soft heart. This life is hard, but I hit back hard. I walked through heat that stripped men of who they claim to be. Stayed unbroken when everyone expected collapse. I kept my voice steady when others cracked underweight. The roads I chose weren't good, weren't smart, just mine. I never hid from damage, I faced it and kept moving. The rules I live by came from pain, not books. I'm flawed, stubborn, but consistent. Every choice I made was heavy, but it was mine alone. I don't chase redemption, I chase truth, and the truth is this: I'd rather fall standing than live. My pride never please, not today, not ever. If the cost is high, I pay it without blinking. I keep walking forward, no backing down, no soft heart. This life is hard, but I hit back harder. If my name fades, let it fade on my terms. If I go quiet, it'll be because I chose silence. No chains, no guilt, no bending for anyone. I'm built to walk alone if I need to. My pride never please, not today, not ever. If the cost is high, I pay it without blinking. I keep walking forward, no backing down, no soft heart. This life is hard, but I hit back hard. I stand firm, breathe steady, purpose unshaken. Whatever waits ahead, I'll face it without fear. I won't bow, won't flinch, won't soften. My pride stays mine, and it never please. I learned quick that trouble don't wait on a man a thing. I stepped in the heat with my eyes open, knowing the hit I take. I ain't proud I had the paths I chose, but I don't run from them. They burned me, mauled me, kept me sharp, kept me moving. Every hallway I walk had someone daring me to fold. I never backed up, even when the ground shook under me. Some say I'm reckless, but I call it staying alive. I make choices no clean soul would touch, and I stand on that. If there's a cost, I pay it in full. This is the life I signed for, all out and unforgiving. If I don't forgive, and neither do I. If it comes from me, I'm swinging back, no second thought. I walk straight through whatever tries to break me. It hits hard, but I hit harder, always have. I seen men crumble when the pressure pushed too deep. I felt the same way, but I kept my jaw locked tight on bed. Don't apologize for standing firm. I rise off grid alone, no handouts, no soft ground. Every wrong turn taught me how to breathe under strain. Every thread carved another line in my will. I don't chase peace and never stay long anyway. I run with the kind who don't check over their shoulder. My name ain't clean, but it's earned. If the world wants a villain, I'll give him one that refuses to fall. Yeah. If I don't forgive, neither do I. If it comes from me, I'm swinging back, no second thought. I walk straight through whatever tries to break me. Heat hits hard, but I hit harder, always have. I made promises to myself I can't break now. I can't turn soft, can't bend for folks who ain't lived this. I won't be tamed by rules written by clean hands. I ride toward the noise, not away from it. I've carried grudges that never cooled, not a single one. I built a spine from every night I was pushed too far. People talk like they know my walk, but they don't. They ain't tasted the kind of race that keeps you steady. I don't fear flames, I learned to steer them down. The burn don't stop me, it reminds me who I am. Yeah. If I don't forgive, neither do I. If it comes from me, I'm swinging back, no second thought. I walk straight through whatever tries to break me. It hits hard, but I hit harder, always have. I don't chase forgiveness, it never meant much out here. I deal in truth, even when it cuts close. I live loud, knowing each day might be the last one I grip. I won't bow to fear, fear is just a chain with a cheap buy. I fought men, fought time, fought the damage I caused. I never said I was righteous, I said I was real. If I go down tonight, I go down standing tall. I won't flinch, won't shake, won't plead. My legacy is scars and backbone. If fire wants me, it better come heavy. If I don't forgive, and neither do I. If it comes from me, I'm swinging back, no second thought. I walk straight through whatever tries to break me. Heat hits hard, but I hit harder, always have. I've outlasted storms, built to wire me out. I kept rising when folks swore I'd fade. I stay unbroken, even when the world tilts. I won't blink in the face of anything that haunts me. Yeah. If I don't forgive, and neither do I. It can roar all it wants, I won't fall. I face it head on, teeth clenched, heart steady. If it strikes first, I strike last and louder. So if the flames find me again, let them. I've lived too hard to fear something that burns quick. I stand in truth, wrong, better, but undefeated. And I'll keep walking forward, cause that's the only way I know. I've been running on edge, never slowing my stride. Took every hard road just to feel like I'm alive. Carried my own name through the noise and the blame. Stood in the middle of chaos and never once changed. I learned early that peace don't come on demand, so I kept pushing forward with my own two hands. I ain't begging for mercy, I ain't asking for grace. I'd rather face heat than hide my face. The grind made me sharp, the nights made me cold. Nothing ever broke what I refuse to let go. This is my cold steel southern soul, built on pressure, made from stone. I walk straight when the world goes low. Never fold, never bend, never lose control. Cold steel southern soul, strong enough to take the blows. I live loud and I live bold. That's the truth I hold. I don't flinch when the line gets tight. I rise up when others drop from the fight. I took hits that would've knocked me flat, but I stayed locked in, never looking back. Every wrong turn taught me how to stand. Every hard lesson carved out a plan. I earned scars from choices I made, but every one of them kept me unafraid. I know pressure better than most men do. That's why I walk steady when trouble breaks through. This is my cold steel southern soul, built on pressure, made from stone. I walk straight when the world goes low. Never fold, never bend, never lose control. Cold steel southern soul, strong enough to take the blows. I live loud and I live bold. That's the truth I hold. I stood firm when the odds ran high. Put my pride on the line and refused to die. When the dust hit hard, I kept my ground. I never let a threat turn me around. I've known hunger for power and fight for payback. Kept my head clean when the world turned black. I learned fast that fear is a chain, so I cut it loose and walked out of the pain. Everything I am came from staying untamed. Everything I want come from keeping my aim. This is my cold steel southern soul, built on pressure, made from stone. I walk straight when the world goes low. Never fold, never bend, never lose control. Cold steel southern soul, strong enough to take the blows. I live loud and I live bold. That's the truth I hold. I don't chase peace, I create my lane. I don't hide truth, I speak my name. I move forward with a steady burn, never giving ground, never waiting my turn. I've taken hits for standing tall, watched enemies rise and watched them fall. I'll never run from the man I've been. I'll walk through flames with a steel-set grin. If the world wants war, I won't retreat. I've lived too hard to accept defeat. This is my cold steel southern soul, built on pressure, made from stone. I walk straight when the world goes low. Never fold, never bend, never lose control. Cold steel southern soul, strong enough to take the blows. I live loud and I live bold. That's the truth I hold. If I fall, I rise fast. If I'm pushed, I push back. If the world turns its back, I stand tall. I live my code and I give it my all. This is my cold steel southern soul, forged in storms I learned on. I walk proud through every hole, never drifting, never letting go. Cold steel southern soul, stronger now than I've ever known. I keep moving with a heart made tough. My past stays rough, but I stay enough. Cold steel southern soul, that's my truth, that's my rule. Outlaw, hip-hop rock, stripped down, lived in. I came up learning fast, the rules ain't meant for me. I walked out on every line, folks tried to draw around my feet. I learned truth in the choir where nobody tried to preach. I found out quick that peace don't come when you're built to be unleashed. Some nights I fought myself just to feel like I still breathe. Some days I pushed too far just to know I wouldn't freeze. I ain't looking for a rescue, ain't looking to be clean. I carry what I earn in the waist they tuck beneath. Dirt roads never lie, they show every scar I drag behind. They don't judge the way I move, they don't care what I left behind. Dirt roads never lie, they keep my truth laid out in line. If I fall or if I stand, they remind me that the cost is mine. I stood in places most folks pray they never see. I took hits that left me changed, but not enough to make me plead. I learned pride the hard way through the nights I couldn't sleep. I kept pushing through the chaos, through the noise I couldn't be. I don't flinch when trouble talks, I heard his voice for years. I walk steady through the fire, through the doubts, through the sneers. Every choice I ever made, I paid for it, I fear. Ain't nobody pulling strings on the path I'm steering here. Dirt roads never lie, they show every scar I drag behind. They don't judge the way I move, they don't care what I left behind. Dirt roads never lie, they keep my truth laid out in line. If I fall or if I stand, they remind me that the cost is mine. I stared down men who swore they'd break me where I stood. I stayed calm, let them talk like I always knew I would. I never begged for mercy, never claimed I was good. I just held my ground firm like an outlaw always should. I chased freedom more than comfort, chased the grit instead of rest. I leaned into every moment where my strength I put to test. I ain't searching for forgiveness, I ain't trying to impress. I only move with purpose, with a fire in my chest. Dirt roads never lie, they show every scar I drag behind. They don't judge the way I move, they don't care what I left behind. Dirt roads never lie, they keep my truth laid out in line. If I fall or if I stand, they remind me that the cost is mine. I still swear for vengeance when the world pushed in too tight. I stood alone in moments where I should've lost the fight. I trusted no man's promise, only what felt wrong and right. I carved out my own space even when the day turned night. My path ain't clean or simple, it's marked by every strike. But I walk it without flinching, with a cold and steady mind. I don't need a crowd behind me or a warning from the sky. I keep moving on this route, cause it's mine until I die. Dirt roads never lie, they show every scar I drag behind. They don't judge the way I move, they don't care what I left behind. Dirt roads never lie, they keep my truth laid out in line. If I fall or if I stand, they remind me that the cost is mine. I've lost nights, lost blood, lost chances I can name, but every loss taught me strength ain't something you can fake. I walk forward without shame, without fear of what I face. My truth stays unshaken in the dirt I still embrace. Dirt roads never lie, they walk with me through every fight. They don't twist the way I see, they don't dress my pain in light. Dirt roads never lie, they keep my story grounded tight. Every step reminds me I'm the one who owns my rights. So I keep on moving steady with the weight I earn. No excuses, no regrets, just the lessons that I burn. I ain't chasing any glory, I ain't waiting on a sign. I ride with my conviction, cause the truth I walk is mine. I ride at midnight, no one's trail to follow. Still in my hands, my mind cold hollow. Every law I break just feeds the fire. I live my life on the edge of the wire. No fear in my chest, just a way to sin. Every fight I start, I intend to win. They whisper my name where the brave don't tread. I walk through the fire, see the living and dead. Hellhounds know my name, they howl when I ride. No change, no leash, I take it all in stride. Rebel to the bone, ain't no place I'll hide. Hellhounds know my name, I burn through the night. Dust in my boots, blood on my hands. Every town I leave, they can't understand. I don't know what's take my wins, I take my downs. Hellhounds know my name, they howl when I ride. No chains, no leash, I take it all in stride. Rebel to the bone, ain't no place I'll hide. Hellhounds know my name, I burn through the night. The heat comes close, but I never bend. Every shot I fire, I make it defend. I don't answer the kings, don't kneel the saints. I take what's mine, I bear my restraints. Whiskey and steel, my companions through hell. Every story I leave, they already can tell. I don't regret it, I don't look back. I survive on instinct, I survive attack. Hellhounds know my name, they howl when I ride. No chains, no leash, I take it all in stride. Rebel to the bone, ain't no place I'll hide. Hellhounds know my name, I burn through the night. I see the end, it's closer than near, but I don't flinch, I don't shed a tear. Every fight I picked, every line I crossed, every soul I shook, every corner I lost. I'm alive by my rules, I die the same. Every outlaw heart is fueled by flame. I hear their call, the hounds on my trail. I'm the one who stands when all others fail. Hellhounds know my name, they howl when I ride. No chains, no leash, I take it all in stride. Rebel to the bone, ain't no place I'll hide. Hellhounds know my name, I burn through the night. No slowing my pace. Every shadow I pass leaves a trace. Lawless, fearless, I carve my lane. Every heartbeat a mark of pain. Hellhounds know my name, they howl when I ride. No chains, no leash, I take it all in stride. Rebel to the bone, ain't no place I'll hide. Hellhounds know my name, I burn through the night. I vanish with dawn, but they'll remember the flame. Every town, every street, hellhounds know my name. I walk these streets with a chip on my chest. Ain't know the damn thing, I earn my own risk. Steel in my veins, fire in my eyes. I don't bow down, I don't apologize. Every step's a test, every breath a fight. Ain't no chains gon' hold me, I live for the night. I take what's mine, don't beg or plead. I survive off my grit, I thrive off need. My blood ain't bought, my soul ain't sold. I run these streets with a heart ice cold. No leash, no master, no hand to hold. I bleed on my terms, never do what I'm told. I walk past guns with a grin and a curse. Learned early in life that the world's always worse. Every man's a threat, every deal's a test. I trust no soul, only me and my chest. I've taken hits, I spilled my share, but the fire inside me don't die in despair. I make my own rules, I break every chain. I pay with my scars, I rise in the pain. My blood ain't bought, my soul ain't sold. I run these streets with a heart ice cold. No leash, no master, no hand to hold. I bleed on my terms, never do what I'm told. They whisper my name like I'm the end of the line, but I'm still here breathing, still claiming what's mine. I've seen loyalty vanish, seen snakes in the grass. I move like a shadow, I strike like a blast. Fear don't touch me, regret don't bind. I'm a ghost in the night with a lawless mind. I'll fight for respect, I fight for my pride. I've been tested by death, yet I've never died. My blood ain't bought, my soul ain't sold. I run these streets with a heart ice cold. No leash, no master, no hand to hold. I bleed on my terms, never do what I'm told. I don't owe favors, I don't kneel for kings. I walk through the fire, I don't fear the sting. Every scar tells a story they can't understand. I live by my rules, I take my own stand. I've been hunted, haunted, chased through the night, but I never surrendered, I never lost sight. I'm a man of my word, a beast on my grind. I'm untouchable still, no man left behind. My blood ain't bought, my soul ain't sold. I run these streets with a heart ice cold. No leash, no master, no hand to hold. I bleed on my terms, never do what I'm told. I've walked alone where angels fear to tread. I've stared at the devil, met death face to head. I make my own fate, I ride my own plight. Ain't no price tag on what I fought. My blood ain't bought, my soul ain't sold. I run these streets with a heart ice cold. No leash, no master, no hand to hold. I bleed on my terms, never do what I'm told. I walk into the night, the law can't find me. I live free, untamed, my blood ain't bought. See.